too smooth, that mud talking to have your ass in a wreck. Who's signing your check? Pussy better do what he says. We shutting down shows. Ain't gotta put no price in your head. Man, I'm coming for your tongue for all that shit that you said.
Gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What it is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is, and I'm gonna tell you what it ain't. What it is real talk in real life by a real one who really did it, who was really out there in them yards, really forever forward. What it wasn't and what it ain't never gonna be is added preservatives and bullshit, man, and that's what it ain't. Now, in a Menudo and direct fashion, as you can tell by that thumbnail right there, yes, indeed, we're talking about a Fresno Bulldog, the Bond Street, right? Bond Street, a very, very well-established and very well-known clica gang from the Fresno area. Man, these vatos have been putting it down for several years. I have ran into a lot of vatos from Bond, and like I said, you see him, big old B on his face, representamos, right? He's representing his hood to the fullest. I can tell you right now in a direct fashion, Menudo style, these vatos from Bond Street are not to be played with. These perros bite. Once they lock on, sabes que, they don't let go, right? Anyways, what makes his profile so interesting, and that young man you see right there, man, who is now doing vida, is named David Quevedo. And what makes him so interesting in his story, and I wanted to profile it, was based on the reasoning behind the killing that he allegedly is incarcerated for. I say allegedly because I know this vato has maybe some get back, some appeals. So I'm not trying to hinder that. Because at the end of the day, man, what he did and what he didn't do and why the reason this person died might have been totally on them. And we're going to get to it. So I want to profile this individual. This individual coming from the city of Fresno. Ooh, right? Fresnal Bulldogs. Straight up. I got a lot of love for the gente out there in Fresno. They got a lot of love for the gun, man. So I felt that for no other reason, I should conduct this content right here. I should put this shit together and give the homeboy his voice. Let his voice be felt. Let his voice be heard. Hey, and let the vato represent for what he truly believes in. Now, trip out. His story's crazy. Super Bowl Sunday. We all watch the Super Bowl. So I kick on back. I'll watch it. Whether my team's in it or not. Go Raiders, right? In that fashion. But everybody has a team. Now, how committed of a fan are you? So I like the New England Patriots. Hey, they just traded Brady. I don't like them no more, right? Vatos will switch up. They're called bandwagon fans. But there are those of you that are out there right now watching that are truly committed and with it when it comes to football, man. You're true believers in that cause, right? Straight up, even more so. Hey, I thought it's the Norte or the Super Bowl. Well, ¿sabes qué? Are they going to have beer over there? Right? You know what I mean? Vatos don't know what time it is. All they do know is that they love their team to the fullest. It's instilled as a child, man. If you're really into sports, if you're really into your team, Sasuke, you go all out. You know, Raiders on the face y todo, oh my. But this guy right here that you're looking at on this thumbnail was actually a big-time San Francisco 49er fan, as a lot of people in Northern and Central California are. Now, you got fans from everywhere. The fans, they don't play the geographical area, Sasuke. I've known a lot of vatos from down south that are San Francisco 49er fans. I know a lot of vatos from down south that are Cowboy fans. I know a lot of vatos, my homeboy, rest in peace, Tete, man, my boy, was a big-time Cowboys fan. His whole family are. That's just the way it goes. That's the way love goes. Under Janet, that's just the way it is. Now, at the same time, people are fucking die hard about this. And this vato right here was serious about his 49ers. So when the 49ers played, and I know you guys can recall this, it happened years ago, 2013, if I believe, the 49ers actually played the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl. Okay? Now, this vato was kicking back at a little pad, watching the game, watching the Super Bowl, so I could get eating some Tostitos dips, you know what I mean? Handling his business, drinking a little pisto here, a little pisto there, a little, you know, maybe a little linea coin, never hurt nobody. He was doing his thing with his homeboys. Now, he was fully committed, invested in this game. You know, he was a big-time 49er fan and continues to be. And the 49ers lost. Do you remember it was real suspect. Lights went off and shit. All of a sudden, the 49ers was taxing. All of a sudden, the lights went off. Baltimore came storming back. It was highly suspect and in question. I still question it. I ain't no 49er fan, but so at the same time, man, what's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. I know you guys all remember that. Those of you that know, now you know. Now, Trip, he felt some type of way. He got upset and very angry. And I've seen people fix their fucking TVs in. I've seen people tiger uppercut their brothers. I've seen people grab their lady by the ears and pinch it. You know, so I don't want to DV, but I do, but I don't, right? Type shit. I've seen a lot of different things go on because people are mad. They're upset because their team didn't make it or their team lost when they felt they got burnt. It's always the ref's fault. Sasuke, he did it. Sasuke, stop pointing, right? It's what it is. But this guy felt some type of way. So what happened was this guy actually went out to the calles and I can't breathe around this motherfucker. Bulldogs, right? He was representing his hood. And there was a vato that was walking past him. He just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. And this guy was highly aggressive. You know, he was probably a little drunk, maybe a little high. I can't call that one like an alcoholic, but what I can say is they happen to cross paths. Such is fate, such is life. You never know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going on with this next man. You don't know if he just caught his old lady giving a big old mamona to Tyrone. You don't know fucking Sasuke if fucking one shoe doesn't fit. Sasuke's trying to squeeze in and hurts his toes. His toes been hurting all day and he's pissed, right? Sasuke ingrowns. You don't know. All you can do is secure yourself and do you. But at the same time, you can't call it like an alcoholic what other people and how they're feeling. Anyways, their paths cross. And of course, allegedly, this David Quevedo from Bond Street, this Bulldog started to hit him up. He started to take his aggression allegedly out on this character, you know, to which this guy was not a gang member. This guy was a regular Chicano, Mexicano, just a vato. He was actually a Jehovah's Witness. He was actually a church guy, man. He was a family man with kids, you know, just trying to do his own thing. They just happened to be at the same place at the same time. And such is life. I know right now David Quevedo is watching this, or he's sitting down like, fuck, bro, I wish that vato was never walking when I seen him. But anyways, so he hits him up. Hey, where you from? And the vato's like, I'm from Fresno. And he's like, this Fresno Bulldogs, Bond Street, what's happening, bro? Right? And they get into some type of verbal confrontation to which David flights him, allegedly. And they start to fight. Okay, they start to fight. This vato's taking his aggression out on him because he's mad because Sasuke, Kaepernick didn't do shit, right? And this other vato, you know, he's trying to stand his ground and hold his own. He ain't no punk. Just because he believes in God and does his little church thing doesn't mean he's a sucker at any point in time. So they're handling their business. Now, who won the fight? That's neither here nor there. That doesn't matter. What matters is what happened after the fight. So after they break this fight up and these vatos are going their own way, allegedly David Quevedo makes a threat and tells him, hey, I'll be back, Holmes. I know where you live. I'm coming at you. You better be ready because I'm coming and I'm coming in heavy, like the Sopranos, right? So this vato's like, damn, man, you know, he's tripping. Anyways, what happens is later on that evening, according to a lot of different people and, you know, the news reports and everything, this vato actually came back with a couple other individuals. One who was in the car driving and another individual, unnamed, unidentified, actually walked up to this vato's door and knocked on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Right? They were posted up waiting. When this vato, a 13-year-old kid who is actually the nephew of the vato, opens up the door and says, yeah, you know, can I help you? And they said, hey, is this guy such and such? I'm not going to use his name here. Can he, is he here? They're like, no, he's not here. He was actually in the shower. So as he's coming out of the shower, he's wearing only a towel. Sasuke, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. He gets hit with 8 shots, 4 in the chest, 1 in the back, 1 or 2 in the back as he's trying to take cover. And that's it. These vatos, they get the fuck on down the yellow brick road. So okay, hurry up, Munchkins. Let's go to Munchkin Land. They're out, right? Perros, right? Bulldog fashion. They're dipping. Now, city of Fresno is very dangerous. Shit like this happens all the time. What made this story stand out to me was that a game, a football game, the Super Bowl, the San Francisco 49ers, and that's why I put 49er killer profile. This vato did this all behind being upset. You know, of course, it started there and ended somewhere else, totally somewhere else, which you never should have went that route, allegedly. But at the end of the day, man, it's just a trip how committed these people are to the death. Hey, you can't say this about the Niner fans, Sasuke. You'll get whacked on that yard. Anyways, he goes through court. Or anyways, when the cops come, they pull up, they find this guy. He's still alive. He's still breathing. This was a small caliber gun that was used, right? So the cops are telling him, hey, it looks like you're going to be all right. You're going to survive this situation. And the guy's saying, no, I don't think I'm going to make it. So let's get Jehovah, come get me, right? They take this guy to surgery. Okay, while he's in surgery, he needs a blood transfusion. Okay? Now, for those of you that don't know the faith, man, when it comes to Jehovah's Witnesses, I'm not going to sit here and give you the whole rundown on the Kingdom Hall y todo, man, you know what I mean? But what I will tell you is they have a lot of rules and regulations to that faith. And one of their rules is they won't do blood transfusions. They don't believe it. Well, this vato is a true believer. I don't know about him or where his fucking antennas were at that time, but Sasuke, if I got 8 holes or 4 or 5 holes in my body and they say blood transfusion, bitch, blood transfusion it is, right? Straight up. I don't care, Sasuke, me and Joe, I'll talk to you about that later. Sasuke, I'm a sinner, winner, chicken dinner. Hey, forgive me, you know what I mean, for I sinned, right? Cast the first stone, right? Straight up. Orale, you know what I mean? And I'll smoke it. Orale. Anyway, so trip out. This vato refuses the transfusion and ends up succumbing to the wounds on the operating table. Now, of course, there's all-point bulletins. Everyone's looking for this Perro. You know, he's not hard to find with the big old B on his face, representing Bond Street Bulldogs. They end up catching him. Of course, when they catch him, he goes through trial. You know, he's in righteous standing. He's an active Bulldog. He's down with the cause. He's with his people. He's with the program. And of course, he gets locked up in Fresno County Jail. And he's going through the motions just like anyone else would who's accused of a crime. And I say accused of a crime because I'm not going to sit here and say he did it or he didn't do it. I will just say he's accused of this crime. And his defense is, well, look, the Vato could have lived. You know, okay, he's not saying he didn't shoot him. He's like, Simone, in a Perro fashion, I did that. I shot him. You know what I mean? I was upset. I was in an emotional state. I wasn't thinking in my right mind. They said, okay, but you left and came back. That's premeditated murder. That's first degree. So I mean, to what part of leaving and coming back don't we agree on, right? I understand I did it, but you know what I mean? Was it in a car, on a scooter, on a skateboard? I can't call it. Anyway, so the Vato came back and they're like, no, that's premeditated. You thought about it and you came back, you retaliated. Okay, that's neither here nor there. That's understandable. That's the law. The law is the law. They're going to do what they do and say what they say. And it's going to play out how it does. But this Vato did actually have a chance, according to several reports, to save his own life. If he would have took this blood transfusion, 85% says that he would have lived. He would have been here right now, Sasuke, watching next year's Super Bowl. But he chose not to because he was a man of his faith and that's what he believed in. Can't knock that. You can't knock a fully committed man. Here on one side, you have a man that was about them motherfucking 49ers and them Bulldogs. And on the other side, you got a guy that was about that fucking playazo, that nice last good shower he had to scrub his balls and his faith. At the end of the day, everybody won and everybody lost. Everybody stood truly committed to what they believed in their cause and their belief system. But at the end of the day, was it really worth it? Because now you got a Vato, a youngster, doing life all day, vida, as a functioning, active Perro, Bond Street Bulldog, locked up, incarcerated, man. And I'm sure every day he has to sit there and think about it and be like, damn, you know what I mean? Damn, I wish fucking the Niners would have won. Fuck the NFL. What in that fashion, right? And then on the other side, the Vato, he can't speak for himself because he's no longer here. It was just an unfortunate coincidence that they happened to run into each other or they happened to see each other. I thought it would, profiling this guy, you know, it's not necessarily a profile, since he was young, he did this and he did that. No, I wanted to profile more so the case because it's a trip, you know, how dangerous it is out there on the Calles nowadays and how this young kid, man, this young man is now sitting down doing life without, you know, I don't know if it's without the possibility, but I know he's doing a vida, and vida is vida en Califas. For those of you that don't know, for the most part, you're going to do all damn day and every fucking minute of it. And he's sitting behind the walls. Now, he's still an active Bulldog. Don't get it twisted. His aggression has not left him. He is safely and secure with his people and down to ride and rock for whatever. But at the same time, you have to think when he lays down at night on that cama, man, on that thin-ass mattress in that motherfucking cell, wherever he's at, you know, and as you can see in the pictures, oh, yes, he's in the cell. He has to think to himself, damn, bro, if only Kaepernick knew how to throw the, you know, I mean, if he could fucking throw the ball instead of just running, fucking bitch-ass Kaepernick, right? Bensa. I'm just saying, you know, I'm going to call it like an alcoholic. Everything would have been good, but it just didn't work out that way. Such is life, man. You know, people work in mysterious ways. I'm not going to say who and what type of people, but people work in mysterious ways, and things are meant to go the way they go. Now, I'm a true believer and I'm a firm believer in the justice system as far as, man, if you do the crime, Spencer Humps, you're going to do the time. It's just what it is. I did it. You know what I mean? You could do it. But I also believe that this kid should not be sitting in there for first-degree murder. I know he made some hasty decisions. I know, man, he should have never did this dude dirty. That's understandable, allegedly. But at the same time, this guy had a chance to prevent it. And he let religion and his faith detour him away from saving his own life. Now, Sasuke, I don't know what motherfucking planet he's from, but out there in Fresno, vato, if they tell you blood transfusion because you've been shot several times, get the pinchy blood transfusion, Sasuke, and forgive and forget later. But he didn't. And now this guy's sitting in there for first-degree murder, and he's dead. And it's unfortunate. Again, I just wanted to profile about David Quevedo. For those of you that don't know, man, it's a sad situation because 2 lives are lost. You got one young kid, man, young Bulldog, man, that's striving for his people. Yet, man, he's going against his own brown people. At the end of the day, man, we need to come together as a gente and recognize this shit. You know, Sasuke, it wasn't that Vato's fault that the Niners lost. It was an all fulsome setup, Vato, right? It's too late now. You know, and I'm sure he understands that now. He's like, shit. He might even be a Cowboys fan for all I know now. Like, fuck them Niners. As long as they let me down in a real way, like in life in general. And then, of course, the other guy, man, like I said, it was just a coincidence, bro, that he was there at that time and place. and happen to come into someone's fury. That's why I say secure yourself out there, gente, especially like in the cities of Sacra, Fresno, every city throughout Califas, man, where the wiggle is real and vatos are boom bangling. They'll hit you in a minuto style or direct fashion. Like I said, the vato could be mad because it's peyoya. You know what I mean? She was in the bathroom doing líneas and fucking giving mamones to all the homeboys. And you see it, you catch it, you're mad, and all of a sudden you go outside and there's a vato that's just sitting there handing out flyers for free car washes, and you crack him in the jaw. His jaw goes this way, his nose goes that way, his eyes shut, he's done. Now you're locked up, and guess what she's doing? Guess what? Here's a news flash. She's still giving mamones. And in that fashion, it gets ugly. Anyways, my respects go out to David Quevedo. I don't respect him for the crime. I don't respect him because he was trying to act all hard or whatever they may think and what people say. I respect him as being a young man that I hope is truly committed to changing his life. Yes, I know he's a dedicated Fresno Bulldog, and like I said, I'm not here to poison manpower. I'm not here to poison the gente, man. If that's what you want to do, better get your motherfucking Fresno issue on. But I will say this, man. Make amends to yourself. Make amends to those who count, bro. Reach out to the gente, man, and let it be known, man. Not only are you a veteran and you stand on righteous grounds and you're fully committed to your cause, but you're also a man first and foremost. You know, you were a young kid that made a fucking hasty decision, and sabes que you will feel the repercussions for that. This man should not be punished for doing life in prison, right? That is the punishment. With that being said, gente, very sad situation. The 49er killer, he's always going to be dubbed that name. It's crazy. I hope that you move fast with a purpose, man. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the struggle every day for you and yours, for your familia, for your people, for our gente. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? We're going to continue that. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe. It's highly appreciated. I'm going to continue to drop profiles daily. We does what we does, cuz on 50, right? We're going to continue to do that. If you don't like me, if you don't like this, if you don't like my content, subscribe, indubitably. Thumbs down. Heavy as the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to struggle and strive for me and mine. And that's first and foremost. That's what I does, man. Again, respects to everybody that are watching, that have tapped into the profiles. We're going to continue to Bangladesh daily. And that's just what it is. We got to be with the business around this camp. Man, to David Quevedo. ¿Sabes qué? Despensa la tira, homie. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. Maybe next time, bro, you'll choose a better team. Like the Raiders. And in that fashion, do your thing, gente. My respects. Cuídate.